video, we have a top 10, and this is going to be on the running back position, a very important position, and it actually has a lot of depth to start off the year. Let's get right into that number 10. If you want to get Madden coins without a risk of a ban, go to my new website, chuflaka.com, to buy Madden packs and gift cards for the same price as in the Madden store to directly support the channel. Number 10, I do have Montgomery, and I feel like Montgomery was kind of one that I didn't know who to put at 10. I had a lot of different guys here. I had like guys like Nick Chubb. There was a lot of guys fighting for this last spot, and Montgomery just barely made it for me here. He has 83 speed. There was a lot of guys that kind of were in the 83 speed range that were, like I said, fighting for this last spot. He has good excel on him, though, and good agility, good carrying. The thing I liked about him, though, compared to a lot of the other guys, he did have 73 catching, which is not the best, but it's solid to start the year off on. He has solid change direction. He has 86 trucking and 85 break tackle. The thing I like about him as well is he's pretty big. Like 5'10" running back that's 220 pounds is pretty nice. He's gonna fall forward for you a lot out there. This is a card that I feel like I have not seen yet. I've actually not seen this card yet, but I've known in past years he's had solid animations. David Montgomery should be a very good card inside of this game to start off the year with. Number 9, we do have the 5'7" monster, Devin Singletary. Devin Singletary always seems to be pretty solid in Madden. I used his LTD for a little bit last year. Although he was slow, he does have crazy change of direction, 89, which is insane. Very insane this early on, especially if you can get a strat card to get that up to a 90. He is also, like I said, very small. He's going to get through a lot of holes other running backs aren't going to get to. He feels like a bailout sometimes under there. He has good agility, good excel as well. He does get a +1 in speed from our guy Montgomery right before him, and then he has really solid trucking and break tackle for a guy that's small. He's a really glitchy back, like I said, probably the best change direction in the game you'll feel ever on a card, as of right now at least. This is a card that I definitely recommend. He's obviously, these 87s are a little pricey, but they're definitely worth it. At number 8, we do have Tevin Coleman, and you guys can see right here, he is definitely not as good statistically as those guys above him at 73 trucking and 79 break tackle. He does have, I mean, not the best change of direction either, but this is a card that is a big running back. He's 6'1", 210 pounds. He's going to catch the ball solid for you. I know he doesn't have the best catching, but this is actually one of the budget cards I have used. He is really good out the backfield for catching because of how tall he is, and then he does have +1 speed as well. Obviously, speed will always be king in this game. The trucking and break tackle is always nice, but if you can't even break through the hole with your speed anyways, it won't truly matter, and I think Tevin Coleman does make up for a lot of that gap right there with that speed. 85 is definitely solid. The highest speeded running back in the game is 86. If that makes you feel any better about Tevin Coleman, I hope that does, because he's still a very good card, and this card is a budget beast, under 50K. At number 7, we do have an absolute budget beast as well right here. We do have J.K. Dobbins, and J.K. Dobbins, he's basically almost Tevin Coleman in a way, but he is a little bit shorter. He's the same weight as him, so he's like a little bit stockier down there for you. He has 85 speed, really good excel at 86 as well. The thing I like about him is he has a tiny bit more change of direction than our guy Tevin Coleman right before him. They're almost the exact same card. You'll see more J.K. Dobbins out there, and that really just has to do with name value. J.K. Dobbins does have a bigger name value on the field than Tevin Coleman. That's just a hard, cold fact right there. That's why you're seeing more of them, but truthfully be told, they are almost literally the exact same card. Number 6, we do have the rookie premier running back Breece Hall, and this is a card that I am starting to see a lot out there. He is basically a lot of people's choices for their non-auctionable. They wanted to get a running back to start off with. They didn't want to go with Barry Sanders, and this is who they chose, Breece Hall. He's been, I've not used him yet because obviously I didn't choose him, and also he is over 150K now, but he's a card that I hate playing against. He's a big running back as well, 5'11", 220. That's pretty big for a guy that size. 86 excel, 87 carrying as well, which is really, really good. He even has above 70 catching, which is a threshold, which is still very solid, but nothing too crazy. He has really good change direction compared to the guys right before him as well. Really good trucking and really, it's okay break tackle. I like Breece Hall a lot out there. He definitely feels very good out there. He's better than the 284s we just showed you. Probably just a little bit more of a polished version of those cards right there. Breece Hall is definitely a solid card, but he is a little bit on the pricier edge for an 86. At number 5, we do have Jonathan Taylor, and Jonathan Taylor I thought was going to be much, much better this year. I really did. I feel like 85 speed, now that we've seen a lot of cards with 86, 85 feels kind of like that mediocre average range, and I feel like Jonathan Taylor last year showed some insane speed out the backfield, and being an 87 overall, which is very, very high, it's kind of hard to put a card out there that will last not so long, and he's very expensive. I don't know where I'm going with this, but for now, he's still very good. 85 speed on him, 84 excel, 83 agility. He really doesn't have much excel and agility. It's weird that it's lower compared to other guys that are lower overall than him, but he does have amazing carrying on him. The thing I love about him as well, he has solid change direction, very solid trucking, and a great break tackle at 86. This is an all-around great card. Like I said, with the other guys, 5'10", 225 pounds, pretty solid for that height. He's gonna fall forward a lot for you. JT, I haven't really seen much of him out there, but I know he gets jukebox. I've played against it once, and it was not fun to play against. He's definitely a very good card. Right here at number 4, we do have Mike Alstott, and Mike Alstott is a running back that I think, although he says fullback, I'm still gonna include him because nobody's gonna truly play him at fullback. Let's be completely honest here. People are gonna play him at running back. As you guys can see, 84 speed, so he's basically almost the same exact card as Derrick Henry. He's a little bit shorter, but he does weigh more than Derrick Henry. So he is bulkier. He's a guy that's going to fall forward for you a lot. This is going to be a very good card. We can't see his trucking or other stats yet. This is more of an assumption here. That's why I'm not putting him above Derrick Henry yet. Obviously, I kind of just spoiled a little bit. But Mike Alstott is a card that nobody likes playing against. A guy that, even when you feel like you got him in the backfield, is somehow getting 3 yards to 4 yards on a pop where it was an awful play call by the opponent. You guys know how it feels when they have power backs trying to get tackled. I love Mike Alstott in previous games. I feel like he's going to be great in this year's game as well. This is obviously just a revealed card. It's coming this Saturday. I think he's going to be a beast. I'm definitely going to try him out. Maybe even a gameplay Saturday. So make sure to watch out for that. At number 3, we do have Derrick Henry. And Derrick Henry is just, he's annoying. He's annoying to play against. I want to get him really bad, but I'm so scared that 84 speed won't last too long. But right now, in this moment, 84 speed is still good enough from how much he falls forward. 6'3", 247 pounds. He falls forward every single play. The tackle battles, it seems like he wins every single one of them as well. He is not the best stats when it comes to excel, speed, or agility compared to a lot of the guys on the list, but he does come with good carrying, so he should not fumble for you this early on in the year. The change of direction never truly matters with him because you're running straight at the people anyways, for the most part with Derrick Henry. And then the trucking and break tackle, absolutely amazing on him. If you guys have played any early game Madden ever, you know Derrick Henry is always one of the hardest cards to bring down, one of the best cards in Madden to use, and he's definitely continuing that in this year. This is a card that I hate playing against, just like a lot of the guys on this list. He's probably one of the worst ones though. Derrick Henry is an absolute beast. I just wish he could catch a little bit more. Hard to keep him out down there on when you're playing a lot of heavy blitzes or passing the ball a lot. He's really hard to keep out there, that 56 catching. At number 2, I've done a gameplay on this card. Aaron Jones, this is actually a very good card. He is a 5'9", 200 pounds, so not very big at all. Not in the weight department and definitely not in the height department at all. But he does come with 86 speed, which is tied for the fastest in the game at the halfback position. He has really good excel and agility at 88. Carrying's an 88 as well. The catching's above 70. It's actually at a 73. The change of direction, break tackle, and trucking are all 85. This card's really good. He could do it all. Like I said, I did use him for a gameplay. I used him for a whole stream as well. I did like him. He definitely was a fun running back. I do like the guy above him only because I don't like Aaron Jones's animations. His juke, even with jukebox, felt terrible. His spin, obviously everybody's spin sucks this year. They nerfed the spin into the ground. But at the end of the day, Aaron Jones, if you can get him out in the open field, he can get through a lot of holes being that small. Like I said earlier, Devin Singletary. This is a running back. If you can afford him, it's going to make a lot of plays for you out there. He's definitely one of those cards that is super fun to use early on. At that number 1 spot, I think you guys all knew it was coming. Joe Mixon, he has backfield mismatch built into him. He has first one free built in as well. This card is amazing. He's a 6'1", 218 pound running back, so he's much bigger than Aaron Jones. He's also the same speed as him, same exact excel as him. You're losing a little bit of agility, but you are insane in the other stats as well. You have 89 carrying. You might think, oh, he's not hitting the 70 threshold with catching, but he does have that backfield mismatch, which does improve his catching out of the backfield. So basically he's going to feel like a 75 plus. I've been using this card now for 2 to 3 days in a row. He's been an absolute beast. I have not noticed the catching to be terrible at all. All these stats across the board as well. 85 change direction, the trucking 86, and the break tackle 88. Joe Mixon is an absolute beast. And also, on top of it, he has a really good juke move if you use jukebox. I really do recommend jukebox on him. You can burst open some plays you never thought you would get. Joe Mixon is definitely a beast. Although he did fumble in my Super Bowl today, and I'm probably not going to forgive him for it, he's still an amazing running back, and he's the one who helped me get to the Super Bowl anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, so make sure to smash that like button if you guys did enjoy. And like I said, we have a lot of top 10s. Tomorrow, Jalen Hurts gameplay coming out. Gonna be probably very expensive. It's gonna be a coin sink. I'm probably gonna have to grind to get my coins back up. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I have a blast doing the top 10s, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, boys.